brighten up my day. Your blonde hair out of a fairy tale. Come along, start the show. Having fun in the snow. Christmas is almost here. Let's toast to a very good year. It's just you and me, chilling right under the tree.
Hello, Quantum Jumpers. My name is Gina. I am the owner and creator of LeniaLoveday, and I'm here today to help change your lives forever and for the better. I am a certified life coach and law of assumption teacher, here to remind you of who you truly are. If you're interested in conscious creation, manifestation, and the law of assumption, don't go anywhere because you're at the right place. Welcome to day 17 of my LOA Christmas calendar. In my previous recording, I told you to leave your undesired realities behind. And so today I thought I would explain to you how to correctly occupy your desired state of being in order to change your life for the better. And I also wanted to tell you how a mental shift in the 4D is physically reflected in the 3D. So, what is it that you'll need to do if you want better circumstances and a happier life? To put it the easiest way possible, you basically need to mentally become the person you want to be in advance of actually being that person in your physical experience. But what do I mean by that? I mean that you need to mentally shift into the version of yourself who already has your desire. And you need to remain in that state of being until it completely matches your circumstances in the 3D. The 3D is nothing but a delayed reflection of your state of being. So, as soon as you are shifting your focus into something new, that something new will start reflecting in your 3D physical reality. Unfortunately, I can't really remember who said this, but I do know it was another law of assumption teacher I listened to not too long ago. And she talked about this beautiful analogy of 3D objects having 2D shadows. And so she mentioned later on that 4D objects and 4D things have 3D shadows. And I remember having this light bulb moment right then and there, because it was such a profound revelation for me. If a 3D object is casting a 2D shadow, then how can you change the shadow? You need to first change the object, right? You're doing the same thing with manifestation. You are changing the thing in the 4D first, because that is the thing that is real. But this change is later reflected in its 3D shadow. This is the simplest way to explain to you the reason why you're not changing stuff around in the 3D. If you're trying to change the shadow, it simply won't work because the object casting it hasn't changed. Same thing is happening whenever you're waiting for the 3D to change before changing who you are being in the 4D. It's as if you were saying, okay, I'll believe that thing exists once I see its shadow. It doesn't make any sense now, does it? You need to mentally connect to the 4D thing, or the 4D personality you're being in that desired version of reality. And once you can dominantly occupy that state and that state only, the 4D event can be reflected out in the 3D as its shadow. It's not a direct reflection like a mirror. And that is what can confuse many people when we're talking about the 3D being a reflection of the 4D. If you're standing in front of a mirror, thinking in your mind's eye that your hair is now green, it won't automatically turn to green in the 3D. But this reflection analogy is making more sense if we are thinking about it more as a shadow. If this idea of green hair occurs to you one day, and you go and mentally revisit it over and over and over again, and you like it so much that you keep daydreaming about having that hair, it will eventually cast a 3D shadow, and you'll go to the hairdresser and ask for that green hair. You had it in the 4D first, but you liked it. You kept thinking about it. You chose it out of an infinite number of possible hair colors. You mentally became one with the version of yourself who has this hair color. And so this resulted in you becoming that version in the 3D also. The shadow had to reflect the real object. There was no way around it. See where I'm going with this? Merge your identity with the self who already has your desire, whatever it may be. Think the way they are thinking. Feel the way they are feeling. Live mentally in the same place they are living mentally. And the 4D will need to be reflected in its 3D shadow. There is no other way. But that was it for me today, guys. I intend this to be eye-opening and helpful. If you like this video, please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel so that the algorithm can do its magic and notify more people about this knowledge. Thank you so very much for listening. I hope you're having a magnificent day. May the rest of your life be the best of your life. And I'll see you tomorrow.